Today I wanted to do a little bit of a story time. I know I look scary, jump scare. I'm so sorry, I apologize. However, this is gonna be a scary story because I'm visiting Niagara-on-the-Lake and there are so many haunted places here that I was feeling inspired to tell you this one haunted experience that happened to me. I don't know about you guys, but I love hearing people's haunted experiences, ghost stories, all of the things. I love that stuff, but I don't like when it happened to me, and it happened to me this one time, so keep on watching if you're interested. This actually happened in New London, New Hampshire in America. Scariest place on earth, I know. It's a very, very, very small town. There aren't even hotels there. It's literally just inns, which is absolutely terrifying on so many levels. From when we were visiting my sister's friend that lives there. The whole reason she was there is because there's a college there that actually gives out scholarships to attend because nobody wants to attend because it's so haunted. I don't recall the name of the college. This college is so haunted. They like see a woman apparition all the time. Apparently things are like thrown around and stuff. It's bizarre. This is when the really scary stuff started happening. So we checked into the inn basically, and it was just so scary. All the rooms were like red, literally looked like a scene out of the movie The Shining, like red rum. It was very much giving that. The lady that worked there was like so tall and just like very nice, don't get me wrong, but just her energy was very tall and intimidating and scary. I love my independence. I love being alone so much, but I just felt such an aura in there. It was so scary that I didn't even feel safe and like okay to have a shower alone, that I literally made my mom sit in the bathroom with me while I had a shower with the literal shower curtain open because I just felt so scared. I just felt like there was like eyes on me. There was like so much energy around. Absolutely terrifying. We had to get out of there just to like get out of the hotel room. It was like still during the day, whatever. So we're leaving and the innkeeper is like, oh, would you ladies like a photo out by like the water or whatever? And like, by the way, you can like go out there and kayak and all this stuff. And we're like, absolutely not. We're not getting in that water. That's like terrifying. Like, no. Just giving like horror movie in so many ways. Like, yeah, we'll take a photo. Thank you so much. Whatever. We take the photo and my mom looks at it and she's like, oh my God. And apparently there was like daggers, like these like, not daggers, but like these like black, like glitchy lines that were like coming through the photo. Like it was really weird and scary. My mom's like, oh my God. I'm like, don't even show me. I don't even want to see it. I don't even want to see it. I've never seen the photo to this day. I'll request it from my mom and insert it here if she still has it. I don't think she has it. I think she literally deleted it from her phone that moment because it was just like so scary. So we go out for the day because we're like, we need to get out of this haunted friggin' inn. This is so scary. I don't know how we were supposed to stay there for 2 nights. We had booked it for 2 nights. We ended up leaving early because we were so scared. We left to go to Boston for the day and it was awesome. Boston was great. I would totally visit again. I've been twice in my life. This was like, also by the way, side note, this trip was in 2018, I think, maybe 27, like long time ago, maybe even before that, 2016 or 2017. We go to Boston. It's beautiful. It's great. We're having a good time. We're at Target. We're shopping, all the fun stuff. We end up having to go back, obviously, because that's where we're staying at the inn. And again, I'm just flooded with this like creepy energy feeling and so scared. Could not sleep that entire night. I literally felt like, okay, it wasn't a negative energy, but it was very playful. They wanted to mess with me because they could like sense my fear. It definitely felt like child energy, like child spirits, child playfulness. But again, it was scary to me. They weren't harmful. It wasn't malicious. It wasn't like demon energy, but it felt very, very playful. Like they wanted to mess with me. I could literally feel, like, I'm not even kidding, like it felt like hands running on my literal legs at one point when I was sleeping. It was so scary. It felt like I was being just messed with. Saying to my mom and sister, like, I literally cannot function. Like, I can't sleep. I can't stay here another night. There's absolutely no way. Mom and sister were like, yep, absolutely. They also didn't feel anything. They were clearly just messing with me, trying to mess with me, freak me out all night. But they did hear knocking on the end of our wall, like at the very, very end, and there was absolutely nobody there. We were literally the only people staying at the inn that weekend, so we're like, what the hell? We heard vibrating almost like through the walls. Again, there's nobody there. I kept feeling gusts of wind. The windows were closed. There was no fan on. There was no air conditioning. So there's no reason for any of that nonsense. I was the only one that felt it. My mom and sister felt the energies. They didn't feel the brushing of the legs, the wind, the whatever, but they did hear some stuff too. I'm literally crying, screaming, begging my mom for us to just not stay another night. I'm like, I'm sorry, like, I will give you the money if it means that you don't get a refund, because like, I'm sorry, this is awful, we need to leave. We end up making up a little bit of a lie, saying we like had to go home and like check out early, like just basically like begging for our money back, and they're like, okay, well, like we can give you the money back if somebody rents it, but otherwise like we can't. Like they were really, really nice about it. Like fine, no worries. Like honestly, it's all good. Like we have to go home basically. Mind you, we're driving home in like a literal torrential rain, and this is when all those like clown sightings were happening. So on top of all the scary hauntedness, that was happening too, which made it extra scary. We get to the border and the border officer was like, what the hell? Like you went all the way to, oh, shit, hold on, pause. Crisis averted. We get to the border and the literal border security guy was like, you went all the way to New Hampshire, New England, and are driving back to Toronto already? Like what the hell? What are you doing? Like just sketchy behavior, because it's such a long drive. And my mom, like we're always so scared of like airports. We always get so nervous with like security stuff because like maybe there's like a friggin' bomb up my ass. I don't know, even though we have literally nothing to hide. And my mom literally just blurts out, she's like, my daughters and I stayed at an inn. We feel like it was haunted. We needed to come home. We didn't feel safe there. And he literally looks at us, he gives us our passwords, like, go on, have a great night, no worries. He's like, yeah, all good. We're like, thank goodness. We're driving home. We finally get home. We think we're in the clear, right? At least I do. I'm like, yeah, we're safe, all good, no more hauntings, I'm home, all great. At this point in my life, like I mentioned, this was in like 2017 or 2016, I believe. This was when I was in college, so I was living at a student residency at the time. You know those like landline phones? We had them in all of our rooms and they never rang, like nobody would ever call us there. Mine rings at 6 in the morning the next morning, so it's still dark outside and I'm like, what the hell? I answer it and it's literally static, but I kind of can hear like a little bit of breathing on the other end. I'm freaked out. Like I turn off the phone, I unplug it from the wall. I'm like, what the literal this child whatever entity followed me home. It was so scary. I turn on all the lights and I'm like sleeping with the lights on because I still have a couple hours to sleep until school. I'm just like so freaked out. I'm like, what the hell? But then that was the end of it. I really do feel like it wanted to mess with me just one more time. It did not feel like super negative energy or anything. It just felt very playful, like it wanted to mess with me because it could like smell my fear. That was my experience in New London, New Hampshire. It was very haunted. It was very scary and would not recommend. Unless you love that stuff, then go and experience it for yourself. I mean, I love watching all that stuff on YouTube. I love like the ghost hunter, paranormal, like all that shit, but I don't like when it happens to me. Let me know if you like story times like this. I'll definitely film some more. I have lots of lore, lots of funny shit to talk about all the time. Anyways, my name is Julia. Follow me for more content like this. Bye.